YouTube, what up? Welcome to another edition of Wrestling with Watts. I'm your host, Watts, and we're about to get right into it. Next week is the 10th anniversary of the New Day, so they're dedicating the entire Monday Night Raw to the New Day. Expect Big E to be there, obviously. Xavier Woods and Kofi will be there, but I don't know how that might turn out. And if you've been tapping into Monday Night Raw and watching the transgressions and the little rifts between Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, you know that this might end very grim. No Mandy. Because now you're starting to notice like the wedge between both of them, in which Xavier Woods wants to get things done a certain way, and Kofi Kingston is looking at it like, yo, I mean, we've never needed to do X, Y, and Z before. We never needed to use underhanded tactics before, which is kind of like, for lack of a better term, cap, because that first New Day run initially, they were heels, and they definitely did cheat a couple times to win. But that's another story. What I'm getting at is that there's been division between both of them for going on 3 months now, and it's been a real slow burn. And it hasn't been like a prominent thing on the card, but I'm more interested in that than a lot of the main storylines that they're trying to like put out that's supposedly more important. You know, I'm interested, I'm tapped in, I'm tuned in. But if they're gonna break up the New Day, they better do it right. They gotta do it right. And if we're gonna do it in a way where Xavier Woods is turning on Kofi, they better do it right. That's all I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, I feel like they're all owed that. If this is going to be a launch pad for Xavier Woods getting his first singles championship, I'm all for it. And I'm not talking about the Speed Championship. I'm talking about the Intercontinental Championship or the United States Championship. These are launching pads. If he does good in a singles role, winning a singles championship, who knows? It might go so good that they say, we got to put this guy in the main event. I don't know. I may be speaking too soon. But if they're going to do this, like I said, they need to do it right. And this is how I would personally book it. Because, you know, and this is all like really just wishful thinking or me just kind of just doing a fantasy booking type of situation. Because for all we know, they might not even actually break up. It might just be like, they're teasing it. And then, I don't know, Big E comes out and say, you guys are better than this. We're better than this, whatever. We don't need to turn heel. We don't need to turn on each other. And then they just not turn on each other. It could be very well that. But if we're going to do it anyway, we have to book Xavier Woods in a way where he'll get like legitimate heat for what he does. And this is how you do it. They celebrating something like the Festival of Friendship a little bit. They're celebrating each other. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you too. Whatever. Maybe one of them say something funny like Xavier would say, yo, we would be tag team champions right now if Kofi would have followed what I was going to do. And then Big E intervenes, says, yo, we never did things this way. We never used underhanded tactics. We never cheated the system. We did things the way we did it, and it worked out for us. Woods takes that as a slight and says, oh, so you're taking his side. Oh, the two world champions of the New Day taking each other's side, and they're siding against me. And it can end with Xavier Woods going, you know what? You guys are right. I'm tripping. I'm sorry. They hug it out. And as soon as they're about to go off air, bow. Xavier Woods strikes Kofi Kingston with a steel chair, then proceeds to hit Big E with a steel chair. He brutalizes Kofi Kingston, and then he, oh man, this is sick. But then he puts the chair on Big E's neck, and he basically breaks Big E's neck even more than it's already broken. And that's how you turn a man heel, and you turn him into the most hated superstar in the WWE, because nobody hates Biggie. Everybody loves Biggie. And if Biggie comes out and he gets struck with a steel chair, gets brutalized by Xavier Woods, that's automatic heat. That right there, that's a lot. After the feud between Kofi and Woods, that's literally a launch pad into bigger things, such as the IC title or something like that. Or, hell, maybe even the world championship. But I feel like the world championship and the contenders for the world championship on Raw is kind of spoken for. We already know it's Damian Priest, Seth Rollins, to an extent, Dominic Mysterio, and Bronson Reed. So we got these guys already at the top of the card. So I don't think that it would happen, at least not yet. Not to mention CM Punk as well. So that's how I personally will book that. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not ready for it. Longest tenured tag team in WWE, to be completely honest. Not named the Usos, but you obviously could still count the Usos. But if we talk about like straight through, it was literally the New Day the entire time. So I don't know, man. Personally, I don't know how to feel. Even though we know that all of this is predetermined and we know that these guys are cool in real life, I don't know how I'm going to feel to see that, but you never know. Kofi might end up turning heel. Imagine Kofi and Big E turns heel on Xavier Woods. That would be crazy, but I don't think that would actually happen, especially given the fact that Big E's not an active competitor as of right now. But I feel like Xavier Woods brutalizing Big E would be automatic heat, especially given the fact that he's not in ring shape right now. That would be the perfect way to start Xavier Woods' heel turn. And if you are not familiar with Xavier Woods / Austin Creed / Consequences Creed, just watch some 2009 TNA Impact and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm going to keep this short. Let me know what you think in the comments. Personally, I'm not ready for this, but looks like we're going to see it soon. I'm out. Ladies and gentlemen, I love y'all. Peace.